What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. The stock market blasted to the upside today. Tesla stocks booming. We have some giant news with Elon Musk and his new Giga-Factory, and the market was awesome today. So, Tom, I know there's a lot of crazy news going on in the market right now, but what's the main updates for today?
Yeah, Tesla really flew to the upside today, Mike. We ended up closing just under $1,000, and Tesla opened up his Gigafactory in Berlin. And this is insane to see, Mike. Tesla's obviously, they've been trying to push more into Europe. And obviously it says they've been exporting cars from China so far to customers in Europe. But this Gigafactory in Berlin is huge for them. And Elon Musk had to open up with his dance moves, Mike. This stock exploded today. We can see the article by Bloomberg right here. We can see on Twitter, they posted him dancing. It's kind of funny to see, he's dancing around, but this factory is going to be big for them. He actually said that they could see this factory producing up to 500,000 vehicles annually, which is a lot of Tesla vehicles. And look at Elon dancing around right here, Mike. This is hilarious. We never see CEOs like him. He is one of a kind. And it is just awesome to see Tesla continuing these advancements into Europe and stuff like that. And their stock really showed it today. Like I said, they closed just under $1,000, and they closed yesterday at like 921. So that was a big gain for them today.
There we go. Elon's definitely in a good mood today, as his factory opened and the stock blasted up. So that's awesome. Now, Tom, I will say this. This is probably a very unpopular opinion, but I do think Tesla stock is a little bit overbought in the short term. It's awesome that, the Gigafactory in Germany opened, and that's awesome news, but it's that was everyone kind of knew this was going to open for a while now. And over the past couple of days, Tesla went from 755 up to 1,000. That's a big move for 5 trading days.
Yeah, it really is. And, Tesla is no slouch with their market cap either. It's huge. And they just gained 31% over those 5 trading days. So that is definitely a big uptrend from that 755 support. I was really glad to see them break out today, Mike, above $950. It made for an amazing run to the upside. And this factory opening, like I said, is going to be huge for them. The fact that they're planning to produce 500,000 vehicles annually is huge. And that's before any updates or anything like that comes out with it. So definitely a big event, Mike. And we don't see this happen all the time where Tesla opens up a new factory. I know they do have some more going on in the background as well. So we'll have to see what comes out of those after the next couple of years. But this really helped the overall market too. I know the SPY had a pretty good day today, especially early in the morning, pushing up to around 450. And it just hovered around there all day today. But this news with Tesla really helped. And the QQQ specifically did very well, closing right around those highs.
There we go. So back to Tesla for 1 second, Tom. Let's say we continue to see this upwards momentum. What are the most important levels you're watching with Tesla? It's just under 1,000, and at the same time, it's been running up a lot. So what levels should we watch?
Yeah, I'm going on the 180-day 4-hour chart here so you guys can kind of see back into history a little bit. And today was pretty important. We had a pretty big resistance at Tesla right around 950. Like I mentioned, we broke that with a lot of momentum early in the morning and just kept running all day long. We even ended up breaking out above a nice 980 resistance at the end of the day. I would say if we see Tesla push tomorrow up above $1,000 a share, we could see them run possibly up to around 1,020, possibly a little bit higher, up to around 1,043. But to me, the main first level I'm looking for is going to be 1,020. I think that's going to be a nice, safe move there above the high. And keep in mind, $1,000 is going to be a big level here for tomorrow. At the end of the day today, a lot of traders were looking for Tesla to maybe move up above 1,000. So we'll have to keep our eyes on it. Like you said, it's been a little bit overextended in the short term. So I would not be surprised if we started to see a pullback pretty soon. And keep in mind, guys, the market loves to go against the majority. So if we see a ton of people coming in right now to the upside, we might see Tesla start to pull back tomorrow just a little bit.
Yeah, we will see. So, Tom, on a different note, we also had Alibaba blast to the upside, and it ran up even more than Tesla did. So what's the news going on with this one?
Yeah, Baba's doing another share buyback. And, we've been seeing a lot of companies lately do some of these buyback programs. And it's awesome to see Baba doing this. And they're doing it with $25 billion. That is a lot of money, Mike. I know Baba's a big stock, but they were up over 11% today after this news came out. And they did end up consolidating at the top. And they didn't really do too much at the end of the day, but they still closed up 11%, had a great move. And then we also had that good news with China last week where they were actually showing some good support for the US listed stocks. So I'm happy to see this move to the upside. And it's nice to see Baba finally breaking out. I know they were consolidating at $110 a lot, especially on Friday. And we finally got that nice momentum to push us up through there.
Good stuff. So yeah, share buybacks are normally awesome for stocks. Tom, I know so far the market has been doing very well over the past couple of days, but I do know we still have some big events for the rest of the week, specifically with Powell and a couple big earnings.
Yeah, we definitely do. Powell actually moved the markets a lot yesterday with his speech, but tomorrow he's going to be speaking at the panel on emerging challenges for central bank governors in a digital world. It's a pretty big sentence there, but in the end, it's a panel that looks at different stuff for the central bank governors, but he's going to be speaking at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So definitely be on the lookout for this. Whenever he spoke on Monday, he moved the market in a pretty good way. Initially, we fell down for a little bit, but then we rocketed right back to the upside. And then today we continued up with that nice momentum. I know he was a little bit more hawkish and he talked about more rate hikes in the future, and the Fed will use their tools to combat inflation. The market liked this, and we saw a nice rip to the upside today. So hopefully tomorrow he has some more kind words for the market and we continue to see the SPY and the NASDAQ continue to run up in such an explosive way.
Awesome. And then what do we have on the schedule for earnings? Like, I know earnings season is kind of slowing down, but what do we have?
Yeah, it's definitely slowing down a little bit. Tomorrow before open is going to be huge, Mike. This has been going under the radar, and we saw some pretty big news with Baba this morning with their share buybacks. Tencent is actually going to be reporting tomorrow before market open. This is ticker TCEHY. For anyone who doesn't know that, it's a bit of a long ticker because it's a foreign stock, but it's doing very well here over the past couple of days. They ripped up with Baba today. And if we do see some nice earnings tomorrow, I could see this one really ripping up. It's in that gaming sector and it's going to be huge. And then later in the week, Mike, we also have NEO on Thursday after close. So that's going to be pretty big. Another Chinese stock, and this one's in the EV sector. So this one might be even more volatile than Tencent. But either way, these are two huge stocks to watch for the end of the week. It's definitely going to make for some nice fun day trades or even for some nice momentum there. I'm not saying to trade earnings by any means. Keep in mind, guys, trading earnings is always very risky.
Very true. All right, Tom. So looking at the SPY, obviously it had a good day today. The SPY has been moving up over the past couple of days. What are the top levels to watch?
Yeah, yesterday we talked a lot about that 446 resistance there, and we exploded above that this morning, ran all the way up to around $450. We did hit 450.58 at the end of the day. So for tomorrow, Mike, I'm going to really watch $450 even, give or take maybe like 50 cents or so. Like I said, we did extend above that a little bit there and pull back at the end of the day. But overall, I'm going to look at 450 as a nice resistance. As far as resistance ahead of $450, the next major one I see is up around 452.50. And then after that, and another amazing level is going to be at like 458. I think 458 is the main level to look for. But, if the SPY ran to 458 tomorrow, we'd have to see some pretty explosive movement out of like Apple and a lot of other tech stocks. So overall, I think 452.50 will be a good target level for tomorrow. And I think 450 might be a good support if we break above that. Below 450, 448 will be another support there. Keep in mind, the SPY has been moving a lot lately. A lot of intraday support came in right around that 448 level, like I mentioned.
Awesome. So, Tom, overall, stocks are blasting up. The market's going up. Growth stocks are moving up. China stocks are moving up. Out of all of this, I guess you can say noise, do you have any favorite setups, or are you watching any specific patterns with some of these growth stocks?
Yeah, a lot of these stocks that I'm looking at lately, Mike, are some of these EV plays. And I know that they aren't the most popular lately. They've been going down a lot, especially like in Rivian and Lucid's case. But with the way that they started breaking out today, I think Rivian had a pretty good move to the upside today. I know there's some pretty big investors into Rivian. I know Ford has a big stake, as well as Amazon. And then even George Soros is pretty big into Rivian. At least he was, according to a report a couple months ago. That could always change, but in the end, Rivian had a great move. We saw Lucid really explode up at the end of the day. I don't know if this went up in sympathy with Tesla or something, but Lucid really exploded. They ended up 5%. We also saw Neo, Mike, one of those Chinese plays, run up 7.4% as well. So these stocks are really on the uptrend here. Overall, though, the whole growth sector is amazing right now. CHWY was another stock, Mike, that I really had on the radar, ran up over 10%. This one's been on my radar for a while now, and I know we've been talking about this one a lot, but today was another great day. We continued to the upside, and hopefully we continue to see this movement. I have a weird feeling, Mike, we will start to see a pullback at some point or another, but hey, I'll take this continued momentum here.
There we go. All right, well, before we move on, I want to give a giant shout out to our member of the day, Ash, in the Discord. Thank you so much, Ash, for being a great member of the chat. You've been with us for almost 2 years now, so shout out, Ash. Thanks for being a great member. But Tom, let's get right into these momentum plays. And with the first one, we have CHWY to the upside.
Yeah, CHWY's up almost 10 or just over 10% today. Go ahead and make them break above the high of day, 46.18 for tomorrow.
All right, with the next one, we have Spotify.
Spotify, yeah, these guys are looking pretty good for even a longer term play here. Go ahead and make them break out above 148.
And with the last one, we have Uber.
Uber, yeah, wow, yeah, this one caught me off guard, Mike. Go ahead and make this one break out above $33.60. That high of day there, just above $33.50.
All right, so we're watching Uber, Spotify, and CHWY for potential day trades to the upside tomorrow, only if they break above the levels Tom listed. But overall, guys, the market's booming up. A lot of stocks are moving in a great way, but I just want to emphasize that while it's awesome to see companies like Tesla and Square, Roblox, DraftKings, Palantir, and a lot more move to the upside, especially after months of destruction, please keep in mind that some of these stocks are definitely overbought in the short term. Square is a good example. Square is up well over 50% over like the past 5 or 6 trading days. Square is a company that I love, that I own, and I'm very bullish on, but it's important to be objective and realize that some of these companies are a little bit overbought in the short term. So keep that in mind while looking at any of these stocks that are booming up now. Like, you can love a company, you can think it's going to go up over the long term, but it's always good to be objective.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's a really good point, Mike. A lot of stocks are flying up here. And like you said, Square is up over 50% in just a few trading days. So you have to be really careful, guys, because we might see a pullback happen pretty soon. You know, it happens quite often in the market where we see similar things like this happen. So definitely be careful. Always keep that in the back of your mind if you're day trading or something like that, that these stocks could always start coming back down. It might be important, Mike, to also, if you're trading options, maybe look at getting a little bit more time than usual right now. You know, the stocks are a little bit elevated, so it's always good to be careful there.
There we go. Last but not least, if you trade options, check out that first link in the description and the comments down below. We have some of the best tools for options traders out there. Daily options, swing trades, day trades, access to custom bots. We have a bunch of great custom tools that you won't find anywhere else. You can chat with Tom and myself all day long. We have a coupon running. You can cancel it anytime. It's that first link in the description and the comments down below. It's perfect for options traders, especially if you're looking to day trade or swing trade. Like I said, we have a coupon running and you can cancel at any time. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're new here and you like today's video, please consider subscribing. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching.